In today's video, I'm taking 3 things that I've thrifted and I'm turning them into beautiful Christmas decor. Whether you're looking for inspiration or just love a good DIY makeover, you're in the right place. I can't wait for you to see how they turned out, so stay tuned. Hey my friends, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new. Today's video is a collaboration hosted by myself and Jenny at Jenny's Place, and we have a Christmas thrift collab for you, and we are going to be taking items that we've thrifted and we're going to be turning them into beautiful Christmas decor. We've also asked some of our friends to join with us, and we've put together a playlist, and all of that information is going to be in the description box. But I'll have more information about that in just a few minutes. But for now, let's go ahead and get into what I've crafted. This is a frame that I thrifted for $1 or $2. I can't remember if I got this for half off, but I got it from Goodwill. So I'm going to transform this into a pretty piece of Christmas decor. I'm going to start by painting the frame red in this Waverly chalk paint in the color Crimson. I did give this frame 2 coats of the red paint. For the insert, I'm going to use a fiber decoupage paper that is from Redesign with Prima. So I'm just cutting it to the size that I need, and I'm going to use some Mod Podge and decoupage it onto this little piece of sort of cardboard paper. Then I'm going to spray the frame with this matte sealer just to seal in that red paint. Once the sealer has dried, I dry brush a white wax onto the highlight or the raised portions of the frame just to highlight the details of the frame. Once that wax is dry, I put everything back together and this project is finished. I think this turned out so precious. I don't know what it is about the white wax on the red. I just think it just looks so pretty, and I just love it with this gingerbread. Let me know in the comments what you think. I absolutely love this. For this thrift project, I am taking this cute little flower pot ceramic piece that I got from an estate sale, and it was the last day, so I would have gotten it for $3 because it was marked for $6, but it has this piece on the top that's chipped, so she actually let me have it for $2. Now, I'm not going to do anything to this except add a bow and maybe some greenery. I've got a bunch of little ribbon strips. I've got these things that I got from Dollar Tree and Hobby Lobby on clearance. And this is actually something that I got from Goodwill, and I paid $6 for it, but I planned on just using this as greenery for projects that I'm making over. So instead of using this as, a piece of decor, I'm using all of this to use in my projects that I do. So I'll be taking little bits from this, maybe some berries to add to the top of the bow that I put on this, and then I'll put it in my booth. I just think this is just so pretty. I don't want to do anything to it except add to it. All I'm gonna do is just take the ribbon that I'm gonna use and cut it into the length that I want it to be, put it together, tie it with a small little string of ribbon, and hot glue it to the top where that little chip is, and that's gonna cover the little chip. Once I get that into place, then I can start placing in some of the greenery and what's gonna go on top of the greenery. To go on top of the ribbon, I'm just using some little cedar sprigs as well as some holly sprigs, and I'm putting them sort of in between some of the ribbon as well as on top. Then I'm placing a button on top of the holly and some berries. And then I'm gonna trim the ribbon, and then to finish it off, I fill it with some greenery, and that's how I'm gonna sell it in my booth. And I think that just fixing that up with the ribbon and adding the greenery just fixes it and makes it just such a beautiful piece of decor. I do want to take just a minute to tell you a little bit about Jenny. If you have never been to her channel, I want to make sure to urge you to go check her out. You will love her channel. She gives you a plethora of craft ideas. I love her high-end dupes. She is a genius at creating items that you would see at places like Pottery Barn and giving you a very budget-friendly option of making over those looks. But go check her out. Make sure you show her some love while you're at her channel. And also, I want to urge you to check out the playlist that is going to be in the description box as well. For this project, I'm gonna make over this tray that I thrifted. I got it from Goodwill and I paid, it had been marked $5, and I had my eye on it for a while because I didn't want to pay $5 for it. And it finally went for the color for 50% off. So I paid $2.50 for it. So I'm gonna give this a paint job. And I'm gonna paint it this Waverly. I'm gonna use the Waverly paint in the color Fern. Before I paint it, I'm gonna remove both of the handles. And I'm painting the top and the bottom. Now, I did have to, when I first got it, I was going to go in a whole different direction with this when I first got it, and there were some spots on it that needed some wood filler, so I did that when I first got it, and then I ended up not doing anything with it, and it just sat in my stash for a while. So when it came Christmas time, I finally realized what I wanted to do, and so now it's getting this coat of paint. I was hoping to only do one coat, but after I did the one coat, there were areas that needed a second coat. It didn't completely need a second coat, but I did have to go over parts of it a second time. And I did go over the bottom like a ½ inch inward. I didn't need to paint the whole bottom because of what I plan on doing to the bottom of the tray. Before I do anything else, I want to spray in that green paint, so I'm going to use the acrylic sealer in the matte finish. Like I said before, I really wasn't sure what I wanted to do with this tray at first, but I found this bag at the Dollar Tree. And when I saw this bag, I knew exactly what I wanted to do. I loved the green color in these snowflakes, and I knew that I had the green paint, so I knew that I wanted to use it for the bottom portion of the tray. I never really could find a transfer that was big enough. It was either, transfers were either too big or too small. So like I said, when I saw this bag, I knew that this was going to be perfect. So I measured the bottom of the tray, and now I'm just going to measure the bag and cut it out. I borrowed this set of scissors from a friend of mine that is a vendor at the store where I have my vendor booth. And these scissors are so cool. I want to get me a set of them, but she let me borrow them. But they each have different sort of patterns for when you cut. And I had seen one of them being used, and it looks like, you know how when you use the water to kind of tear away and it looks like the paper is torn? This pair of scissors right here makes it look like the paper has been sort of torn. So this set of scissors is awesome. So she let me borrow them, and I will have a link to these scissors in the description box, as well as a set that I'm gonna get from Amazon that are a little bit smaller, but they still have the same sort of shapes. Anyway, I'm getting this measured out, and I'm gonna cut the size that I need for the inside of the tray. Once I have it cut out, I'm going to use the Mod Podge, and I'm going to set it into place where I want it, lift up one side, and go ahead and start putting the Mod Podge down, and then lay the one side down, and then start slowly getting the piece set into place. And once it's all set into place, I'm going to go around the edges really well and make sure all of those edges are laid down really good, and then I'm going to go over it one more time with a coat of Mod Podge. Once that's dry, I go ahead and reinstall the handles, and this tray is done. And I have to say, I'm really pleased with the way it turned out. I am glad that I waited until I knew exactly how I wanted it to look, because I think this turned out beautiful. You'll have to let me know what you think in the comments. It's definitely quite the transformation from how it started. Before I close out the video, I do want to share a Bible verse with you. And this Bible verse comes from Galatians chapter 6, verse 9. And it says, "Let's not become discouraged in doing good, for in due time we will reap if we do not become weary." I hope this is a blessing to you, and I hope you have a blessed day. And if you celebrate Thanksgiving, I hope you have an awesome Thanksgiving with your family. I do want to remind you to go visit Jenny over at her channel at Jenny's Place, and make sure that you show her some love. Make sure you subscribe to her channel. Don't forget to watch the playlist. You're going to get so much inspiration for Christmas. And if you are new to my channel and you love this sort of content, crafting, thrifting, then I would love it if you would be a part of my YouTube channel. Click that subscribe button, click the bell button so you are notified every time I upload a new video. And if you want to see more videos like this, then check out the boxes you see on the screen right now, and I'll see you next time. Bye.